How to stay focused in a distracted world. Deep work, attention control, and dopamine balance. We live in the most distracted era in human history. Never before have so many notifications, messages, videos, and alerts competed for our attention every single minute. The problem isn't that we lack motivation or discipline. The real problem is that our environment is designed to steal focus. Staying focused today is not about willpower. It's about understanding how attention works, how distractions hijack the brain, and how to build systems that protect your ability to do meaningful work. Focus has become a rare skill, and like any rare skill, it's incredibly valuable. This script will break down how focus actually works, why deep work is so difficult now, how dopamine quietly controls your behavior, and most importantly, how to regain control in a distracted world. Why focus feels harder than ever. Your brain did not evolve for constant stimulation. It evolved for survival, pattern recognition, and short bursts of attention. Social media, endless scrolling, and instant entertainment exploit this weakness perfectly. Every notification triggers a small release of dopamine. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. It trains your brain to seek more stimulation, more novelty, more hits of excitement. Over time, this conditions your mind to crave distraction. The result is simple. Deep focus starts to feel uncomfortable. Silence feels boring. Working on one task feels slow. Your brain starts looking for an escape every few minutes. This isn't because you're lazy. It's because your attention system has been overloaded. Understanding deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's the state where learning accelerates, creativity peaks, and high-quality output is produced. Shallow work, on the other hand, includes emails, scrolling, meetings, and constant task switching. Shallow work feels productive, but it rarely creates anything meaningful. The problem is that shallow work is addictive. It gives instant feedback and quick rewards. Deep work gives delayed rewards, which makes it harder for a dopamine-driven brain to stick with it. If you want to stay focused in a distracted world, deep work must become a priority, not an afterthought. The cost of constant distraction. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a price. Attention residue lingers. Even after you return to your main task, part of your mind remains stuck on what you were doing before. This is why multitasking is a myth. What we call multitasking is actually rapid task switching, and it dramatically reduces efficiency and quality. Studies show that it can take up to 20 minutes to fully regain focus after an interruption. Now imagine how many interruptions you experience in a single day. The cost isn't just lost time, it's lost depth, lost creativity, and lost clarity of thought. Attention is a trainable skill. Focus is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that can be trained. Just like muscles grow stronger with resistance, attention grows stronger when you practice sustained focus. The problem is that most people only train distraction. If you check your phone every time you feel bored, you are training your brain to escape discomfort. If you push through boredom and stay with the task, you train your brain to tolerate focus. The difference between highly focused people and constantly distracted people is not intelligence. It's conditioning. Dopamine and the focus trap. Dopamine imbalance is one of the biggest hidden enemies of focus. High dopamine activities include social media, video games, junk food, constant news consumption, and endless entertainment. These activities flood the brain with stimulation, but require very little effort. Deep work requires effort but offers delayed rewards. When your dopamine baseline is too high, deep work feels painfully slow. The solution is not to eliminate pleasure, but to rebalance dopamine. This means reducing cheap stimulation so your brain can once again find satisfaction in effort. When effort becomes rewarding again, focus returns naturally. Designing an environment that protects. Focus. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. If your phone is on your desk, your brain is already distracted. If social media is one tap away, your willpower is constantly under attack. Small changes make a massive difference. Keep your phone in another room during deep work. Disable non-essential notifications. Use full screen mode when working. Create a dedicated space for focused tasks. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Time blocking and focus. One of the most effective ways to stay focused is time blocking. Instead of working whenever you feel like it, You assign specific blocks of time for deep work. During that block, there is only one priority. Focus works best in sprints. Most people can sustain deep focus for 60 to 90 minutes at a time. After that, the brain needs rest. Plan your day around a few high-quality focus sessions rather than endless hours of shallow work. Quality beats quantity every time. The role of boredom. Boredom is not the enemy, it's the gateway to focus. When you constantly escape boredom with stimulation, your brain never learns how to stay still. But boredom is where creativity starts. It's where ideas connect and clarity emerges. Allowing yourself to be bored retrains your attention system. It teaches your brain that it doesn't need constant input to feel okay. The next time you feel the urge to check your phone, pause, sit with the discomfort. That moment is where focus is built: rest, sleep, and mental clarity. Focus is impossible without proper rest. Sleep deprivation destroys attention, decision-making, and emotional regulation. No productivity system can compensate for a tired brain. True rest is not scrolling on your phone. True rest is sleep, quiet walks, reflection, and mental downtime. When you protect your rest, focus becomes easier. When you neglect it, everything feels harder. Consistency over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Focus comes from consistency. Doing a small amount of deep work every day is more powerful than occasional bursts of intensity. Your brain adapts to what you repeatedly ask of it. Even 30 minutes of focused work daily compounds over time. Skills sharpen, confidence grows, distraction loses its grip. Focus is built slowly, then suddenly it feels natural. Conclusion. Mastering focus in a distracted world. Staying focused in a distracted world is not about fighting distractions every minute of the day or relying on endless willpower. It's about understanding how attention actually works and then intentionally shaping your life to support depth instead of fragmentation. When your systems are right, focus stops feeling like a constant struggle and starts becoming your default state. Deep work is becoming increasingly rare, and that scarcity is exactly what makes it so valuable. In a world filled with shallow tasks and constant interruptions, the people who can concentrate deeply stand out immediately. They learn faster because their minds aren't constantly resetting. They produce higher quality work because they can think things through fully. And they develop clearer thinking because their attention isn't being pulled in a dozen directions at once. By learning to control dopamine instead of letting it control you, you take back command of your motivation. By designing an environment that protects your attention, you reduce the need for self-control. By respecting boredom instead of escaping it, you retrain your brain to tolerate stillness and effort. And by practicing sustained focus regularly, even in small amounts, you rebuild one of the most powerful abilities a human being can have: control over their own mind. The world is not going to become less distracting. Technology will keep improving, notifications will keep multiplying, and competition for your attention will only grow stronger. The noise will get louder, the pace will get faster, and the demand on your focus will become more intense. But focus is not disappearing. It's still available to anyone willing to train it, protect it, and treat it as a skill worth developing. Those who do will have a massive advantage in almost every area of life. In a world addicted to noise, speed, and constant stimulation, the ability to slow down, concentrate deeply, and think clearly isn't just useful anymore. It's a superpower.